Hi guys, it's Phelps-Roper. In this video, I'm going to be reading about 144 quotes for you from various sources, and I won't say the sources as I go through the video, but their names will appear on the screen, okay? Alright, so here we go. The goal of your anger is resolution, not retaliation, revenge, or punishment. I see you lying next to me, with words I thought I'd never speak, awake and unafraid, asleep or dead. I'm not afraid to keep on living. I'm not afraid to walk this world alone. Son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? Water warmer than his head so cool, in that tight bind knew what to do. And you have proved to be a real human being and a real hero. This is how it feels when you take your life back. This is how it feels when you finally fight back. When life pushes me, I push harder. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. You must make your opponent acknowledge defeat from the bottom of his heart. Truth is so precious, she should always be attended by a bodyguard of lies. It's hard to beat a person who never gives up. Crocodiles are easy. They try to kill and eat you. People are harder. Sometimes they pretend to be your friend first. Do not be daunted by the enormity of the world's grief. Do justly now. Love mercy now. Walk humbly now. You are not obligated to complete the work, but neither are you free to abandon it. Anger is never without a reason, but seldom a good one. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Some people care too much. I think it's called love. How lucky I am to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. I love when people that have been through hell walk out of the flames carrying buckets of water for those still consumed by the fire. Accept nothing as truth without proof. Don't let your free will interfere with the free will of others, and strive to be as honest as you possibly can be. Never take what is said without hearing it from all sides. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. There is a difference between being lucky and deserving. One's an accident, the other a reward. Never get the two confused. Whether you win or lose, you can always take something away from an experience as long as you are open to learning. I know it's frustrating, but we're only human. There are always going to be people beyond our reach that we can't protect. To keep anyone else from suffering like me, I promise I will strive to be the perfect hero. Sometimes we are just the collateral damage in someone else's war against themselves. Be here tomorrow and every single day after that. Fools learn from their experiences. The wise learn from history. I hope for all our sakes you're not a fool. Love in its purest form is a sharing of joy. It asks for nothing in return. It expects nothing. Love the earth, the sun, and animals. Despise riches. Give alms to everyone that asks. Stand up for the stupid and crazy. Devote your income and labor to others. I've learned that people will forget what you said. People will forget what you did. But people will never forget how you made them feel. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, and expect nothing. Forgive your enemies, but never forget their names. I trust everyone. It's the devil inside them that I don't trust. A wise man ought always to follow the paths beaten by great men, and to imitate those who have been supreme, so that if his ability does not equal theirs, at least it will savor of it. I see your face, and it is beautiful. I hear your voice, and it is beautiful. I know you are different from me, and it is beautiful, and I'm proud to stand beside you like a brother. I am your brother. We are the creators, and when we come together, we have the power to create whatever future we want. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite. Do what you can do as well as you can do it every day of your life, and you will end up dying one of the happiest individuals that ever died. Never stop asking questions. The effect you have on others is the most valuable currency there is. It is the exercise of power, not the exercise of freedom, that requires justification. The burden of proof ought to be on those who want to limit our freedom. We should be free to live our lives as we choose, so long as we respect the equal rights of others. Perhaps it's best to understand freedom as the absence of physical force or the threat of physical force. If men wish to deal with one another, they may do so only by means of reason, by discussion, persuasion, and voluntary, uncoerced agreement. Tranquil as a forest, but on fire within, once you find your center, you are sure to win. You must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon, with all the strength of a raging fire, mysterious as the dark side of the moon. Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Where is the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? A student said to his master, "You teach me fighting, but you talk about peace. How do you reconcile the two?" The master replied, "It is better to be a warrior in a garden than to be a gardener in a war." Know the enemy and know yourself. In 100 battles, you will never be defeated. If your people's lives are not at stake, do not wage war. Open up to the possibility that everything you know is wrong. There is no fear now. Let go and just be free. I will love you unconditionally. I'll take your bad days with your good. Walk through the storm I would. I do it all because I love you. I love you. If you are willing to look at another person's behavior toward you as a reflection of the state of their relationship with themselves, rather than a statement about your value as a person, then you will, over a period of time, cease to react at all. The poverty of being unwanted, unloved, and uncared for is the greatest poverty. If you can't feed 100 people, then feed one. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change. Tough times go away, tough people don't. He saw truth. If the medicine is good, the disease will be cured. It is not necessary to know who prepared it or where it came from. No form of life wants to feel threatened, and if you move in on its space in a way that makes it feel threatened, it stands to reason it's going to respond. You have to love yourself because no amount of love from others is sufficient to fill the yearning that your soul requires from you. All my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There will be no more wars, and our children will play. One day. I don't really care if nobody else believes, 'cause I've still got a lot of fight left in me. It's been a long day without you, my friend, and I'll tell you all about it when I see you again. It's okay to be scared. Being scared means you're about to do something really, really brave. Be good to people. You will be remembered more for your kindness than any level of success you could possibly attain. If you are not willing to challenge your own beliefs, then you are your own most effective prison warden. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a constant state of learning. Absorb what is useful, reject what is useless. I have no control over my competitors. All I can do is work harder, smarter, and train when they don't. Do the work, no excuses. Silence is one of the hardest arguments to refute. Experience is a hard teacher because she gives the test first, the lesson afterward. Each day I am determined to beat you and win. I am your competition. The world is changed by your example, not by your opinion. Are you the person who can convince your body that it can do anything you ask it to? Who can hit the wall and say, "What wall?" Are you a person who can make a mistake under high pressure and forget about it? Or do you dwell on a mistake and then make a bigger mistake? Are your wounded ego and self-doubt going to jeopardize the entire team? We need someone who can make life and death decisions rapidly and keep moving no matter what. All stress is self-induced, even when bombs are going off and people are trying to kill you. Worrying doesn't keep you alive. In fact, it can get you killed. Can you put down the bag of bricks and forget about it, or are you going to let it ruin your day? The people who are trying to make this world worse aren't taking a day off. How can I? The most sacred place in the world is your mind. Guard it ferociously. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. For scarcely for a, quote, righteous man will one die, yet peradventure for a good man some would even dare to die. Out of suffering have emerged the strongest souls. The most massive characters are seared with scars. And if one prevail against him, two shall withstand him, and a threefold cord is not quickly broken. He brought me to the banqueting house, and his banner over me was love. For in much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Can two walk together except they be agreed? If you have to ask, you'll never know. Nobody who gave their best ever regretted it. The brightest among us can founder on the shoals of unbridled passions and unruly impulses. People with high IQs can be stunningly poor pilots of their private lives. We should spend less time ranking children and more time helping them to identify their natural competencies and gifts and cultivate those. There are hundreds and hundreds of ways to succeed, and many, many different abilities that will help you get there. Anger is the most seductive of the negative emotions. The self-righteous inner monologue that propels it along fills the mind with the most convincing arguments for venting rage. The one who plants trees, knowing that he will never sit in their shade, has at least started to understand the meaning of life. With great power comes great responsibility. Thinking is difficult. That's why most people judge. To care for those who once cared for us is one of the highest honors. All you need is love. We can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. You have to protect yourself because no one else is going to do it for you. Nobody is superior. Nobody is inferior. But nobody is equal either. People are simply unique, incomparable. You are you, and I am I. Questions lead to answers. Answers lead to understanding. And where understanding exists, ignorance cannot survive. If you do not face and defeat the demons within, the demons of the world will make short work of you. Be kind to unkind people. They need it the most. For what glory is it if, when you be buffeted for your faults, ye shall take it patiently? But if, when you do well and suffer for it, you take it patiently, this is acceptable with God. It's not important to get children to read. It's much more important to get children to question what they read. Children should be taught to question everything they read and hear, and to question authority. Pride should be reserved for something you achieve or attain on your own. If you desire leadership, you are unworthy of leadership. You'll just be murdered as soon as you acquire it. Ladies and gentlemen, no more prizes for forecasting the rain, only prizes for building the ark. If heroes run away, who's left to help? The best teachers are those who show you where to look, but don't tell you what to see. I don't like this man. I must get to know him better. If you want to test a man's character, give him power. The deepest principle of human nature is the craving to be appreciated. I learned by bitter experience that no one man can know everything. Always remember, others may hate you, but those who hate you don't win unless you hate them back. I will either find a way or make one. I will not sit back and let evil triumph. Gratitude is the healthiest of all human emotions. The more you express gratitude for what you have, the more likely you are to have even more to express gratitude for. We have met the enemy, and he is us. It's a cruel world, but I have a place in it. Stand your ground, even if the whole world stands against you. Someone has to tell the truth. It's better to find your way out of the tunnel and leave a torch than try to drag others out who aren't ready to leave. Unconditional love is not the case of being blinded by love, but rather the resolution that nothing is more important than love. When you are wrong, admit it. When you are right, be quiet. There's nothing left to fear because no matter how hard things get, I know that I've survived worse. Every day, I grow stronger. Don't judge people for the choices that they make when you don't know the options that they had to choose from. You can never expect to succeed if you only put in work on the days you feel like it. Be the reason someone believes in the goodness of people. To do good to those that do good to you is human. To do evil to those that do evil to you is beastly. To do evil to those that do good to you is devilish. And to do good to those that do evil to you is godly. 99% of what you are stressing over today won't even be relevant in a year. Breathe easy. The trick is to care about everyone while not caring what they think. If serving is beneath you, leadership is beyond you. Be careful what you tolerate. You are teaching people how to treat you. I screamed at God for the starving child until I saw the starving child was God screaming at me. You are the key. All the answers you seek are inside of you. Never get too attached to anyone unless they also feel the same way towards you. because one-sided expectations can mentally destroy you. Pick your battles. Nope, that's too many battles. Put some battles back. Pick fewer battles. An unhealed person can find offense in pretty much anything someone does. A healed person understands that the actions of others have absolutely nothing to do with them. And finally, yesterday is heavy. Put it down. So that's all the quotes I have for you in this video, guys. That's up to this point, that's about all the quotes that I've collected, so I might not post another video for a while. Anyways, thank you very kindly. I love you all, and I hope you have a good day and good night.